Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We have a great show lineup, some special guests here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. We're looking at a pretty nice day. Again, cool weather. Going high today is 63, a low of 48. It really was downright cold the last couple of mornings. The water temperature, ironically, is exactly what it was yesterday, 64.4. I don't know if the thermometer got stuck out there or not, but it's coming from the same buoy every day. So those are pretty consistent readings I will give you. Let's take a look at our river readings brought to us by Sandhill Seafood, right there on Highway 77, just north of Bozeman. Good, fresh seafood. Those three words are very important when you go out to eat. Okay, looking at Apalachicola, Bluntstown, we're looking at, it's right at 10 foot. It's about to peak out. It's pretty high, and for the weekend, it looks like it may stay that way. So you're going to have some high water. The good thing about it, you can get up in those sloughs. Now, the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's reading this morning at a 6.2, and it's dropping out a little bit. So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it'll be dropping out some. So we've got a drop in water on the Choctawhatchee and rising water on the Apalachicola. Now, the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Looking on the screen there, we have a low tide of 6:01. It's coming in all day. It's not a strong tide. And looking at, it's a steady tide, and we're going to have a northwest wind. It's going to hold it back a little bit. So it will be coming in, though. And then looking on Saturday for the weekend, not a lot of tidal flow coming in on Saturday, so plan accordingly if you're going to go any kind of bait fishing or anything. The marine forecast coming north-northeast, and then it's going to switch to south-southwest, and that's going to really push it up in there. It's going to be about 10 to 15 today. That's that March of wind we always get. Take a break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to our guests. Some young men drove all the way down from Vernon High School. These are our students of the month. Okay, we got. Let's see, Bill Hawley and Chris Richardson. All right. Robinson. Look at here. I can't. My glasses. Robinson. I'm sorry. Good to have y'all this morning. Look at that cast. Okay. Now I'm gonna let y'all do some talking first. All right. So y'all tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Bill Hawley. I was born originally down in South Florida. I moved up here around 7th grade. I've always fished a little bit. Never really got into hunting until I came up here. Always did some camping. I played football 4 years, did JROTC all 4 years, and run track, weightlift, and something else, but I can't remember what it is.
It's something busy, okay.
Yeah, so.
My name's Christopher Robinson. I have lived here for about 9 years. I moved from St. Petersburg, Florida. I enjoy hunting, fishing. I go coon hunting with my pastor every once in a while, and camping all the time. Always real busy. I do band, I did football, track, and weightlifting.
Well, first of all, a couple things I want to add in. First of all, you got some really smart parents that moved y'all from South Florida up here to the Panhandle. That's the first thing I want to acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Good move parents.
Yes, sir.
I also want to acknowledge your principal, Brian Revere, and I called him the other day because I'd like to get some students from other schools. I'm a Mosley guy. I went, been there 40-some years, but there are a bunch of good kids all throughout the Panhandle. I want to honor and recognize those. So I called Mr. Revere, and I said, send me a couple of kids who you think will be good representatives, and here's the two guys he sent, so what a compliment. And on a side note, Brian Revere, in the class of 93, he was in my very first outdoor ed class. I never with me that class of 12 boys. I guess he told y'all that.
Yes, sir.
Over and over again, I imagine. Plus, he's an avid outdoorsman. I love to have principals who are outdoorsmen because we don't have enough principals who are outdoorsmen. Okay? All right, so you moved up here and you got very, very involved. We got a lot of pictures and all. But go ahead, we're going to talk later about it too. Tell us sort of what you're going to do in the future. Y'all have already got your career path online.
Yes, sir. You want to go?
Okay. Right now, I'm going VOTEC for Police Academy, and afterwards I plan on trying to go to like Washington, Holmes, or Walton County and the Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
If those don't line up, I'm going to go to the Highway Patrol. If for some reason none of that works out, I'm going to enlist in the military.
Okay. And you also have a goal also maybe being a game warden.
Yes, sir.
That's good. And
I'm basically doing the same thing. I go to VOTEC first half of the day and then go to high school. plan on basically going to the same sheriff departments, and last plan's game warden. So.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give y'all some quick advice now. Some of these, you know, in the school, we always got some people on sort of in the shadows and all that's doing things illegal. Go ahead and learn their tricks when at a young age. So when you get older and legally to bust them, go ahead and be able to bust them. Learn what their tricks are. Don't do the tricks, but go ahead and learn what they are. Fishing and hunting. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, tell us a little bit about the school, Vernon High School.
It's really like a big family. It's not the very big stereotype of, you know, you got the different groups, because really almost everybody hangs out with everyone else.
That's great. That's great to hear. It's not cliquish like a lot of big schools are. I know what you're saying. That's a very good point. It's very smart of you to be able to observe that.
What I like about Vernon is, since it's so small, no one gets pushed out. There aren't many outcasts at Vernon.
Yeah.
There really aren't any. There's people with disabilities and everything who come in, and we embrace them like family, like he was saying.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How many is in y'all's senior class, roughly?
72.
72 right now.
72. That's pretty close to my high school senior class. So I know you get to know everybody and you sort of encourage each other and all that.
Yes,
good.
sir.
Let's look at. We got a lot of pictures. In fact, I want to tell us about your dad. Where did he go to school?
My dad went to Mosley.
There you go.
Coach Jester coached him in JV football.
Yeah, he was hard-headed too. He was a good ball player. Okay, but I'll tell you what he did. Tell him he set the record. I know what he set the record for sending us the most pictures we ever had sent to us, and I'm very proud of that. So Rob Hawley, thank you. And good ball player. So we're going to look at a couple of pictures now. We're going to take a break and look at some more pictures. And these are at random, so y'all sort of help identify them as we show them. So
Yes,
I'm just going to go. Tell us this first one here.
All right, that's from my football senior night. That was a really proud moment for me and my dad.
Oh, no.
We got through there.
And your mom. Look at her. She's just,
Yes.
All right. Now, here we go.
That was one of the last football games we played before.
Y'all on the
senior
same
year
team,
started.
aren't you?
Well, he was in gray because he was playing both sides of the ball that game.
It was the
on an
orange
orange
and
and blue
blue
game.
Oh, okay,
So
good.
he played both sides of the ball, and I was on orange.
I was the only center we had at the time, so
You were important.
I couldn't root for either team. It was great. And then we got Joe back there photo bombing.
I see that, and there's no way you're going to always be a winner.
Exactly.
Good way to look at it.
I was rooting for the winning team.
That's right. Well, tell us about this one.
That is actually at a competition. I think I'm warming up for a weightlifting competition. Just doing lightweight.
Okay.
There's Chris
Throwing it
Bottom.
around. What about?
Okay, that was. I was probably about 7 then, maybe 10 actually. But that's in Alabama at a retention pond at an old folks home, and we pulled that bass out of there off a microlight.
That tells you something now. You know, bass are everywhere.
Yes, sir.
What made you think there were bass in a retention pond?
We had just gone over there and tried one day, and we were catching them, so we kept going back.
Good deal.
Eventually pulled that guy out of there.
I love that. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with you boys. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Bill Hawley and Chris Robinson. We're glad to have you all this morning. Y'all get up early?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got to start. We got to get some of these pictures on knocked out now. So we're going to move along real fast. So tell us about this one.
That was last year. We went fishing down in some ponds over near 20 and pulled that one out. That one's
Nice fish right there.
yes, sir.
So you got to play basketball.
That's senior year. Played basketball. Didn't play much, but it was something to do.
You know, I love basketball. Is a fun game, isn't it? Just
Yes,
go out
sir.
and shoot. It really is. The game of basketball is fun.
That was the same day. I think caught another big old bass.
You weren't skipping school, were you?
No, sir.
All right. A great fish.
That one's up there in Alabama again. That one's off the Fish River.
Okay, nice one.
That was, I think, his first FSU game that we took him to.
Okay.
We've been to like 2 beforehand, and then
We went to like
had an
every one
extra
of-
ticket. We're like, let's invite Bill.
Oh, that was a nice thing to do. College football game's fun, exciting.
I love college
It
football.
really is. It really is.
Okay, that was my first time going squirrel hunting, actually. Just before we went out.
Oh, okay. Who are you with?
That's my grandpa.
Oh, I know he was happy.
Yes, sir. That looks like probably either junior or senior year, ROTC.
ROTC. All right.
That was when I got it looked like the Superior Cadet Award.
No, that's the green.
Or no,
Wow.
I don't remember what that one's called.
That's nice. And you get that award?
I got that my junior year,
Okay.
and it was just I did a lot that year in the ROTC program, so I got awarded.
And who's presenting you the award?
That was I just forgot it.
Milton Brown.
Milton
Okay.
Brown. Wow.
Brown, was it last
Yes,
name
sir.
Brown? There are a lot of Browns up there in front. I've known the Brown family forever up there. A bunch of good Brown folks up there. The whole family, good folks. And so listen, you were in Boy Scouts and all for a while, wasn't
Yes,
you?
sir.
You were in Boy Scouts, and that has good background there. What is this picture?
Okay, so he decided he was going to take pictures for his dad for a track meet. At the same time I was asking for a bottle of water, he took a picture of me. And now he makes fun of me because now I say water instead of water.
That's what friends do. Okay.
That was this middle school pep rally for homecoming.
Okay.
I was dared to wear those glasses, and I didn't care.
Well, that
so I
looks
did.
normal for a teenager. All right. What about this one?
That's across the street from where I lived in, back in Orlando area, and just fishing out on that pond in
There are
Giant
a lot
Canoe.
of ponds and all down there, aren't there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell us about this one.
That's me and Grandpa out clearing some woods down by one of his ponds.
That's typical. You having a walk and he's riding.
Exactly.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
That was me after I got my surgery. If you look on my right leg, that's my clunky knee brace that they gave me.
Well,
for
tell the folks about, you played ball the whole time, then right before school. Tell us about how it happened.
This year, I was going to try to do marching band and football at the same time, but the day before school started, I tore my ACL, it's a ligament in your knee, and it kept me from playing all senior year. But until I got healed up after surgery, I stood on the sideline for marching band, and then about 2 months later, they cleared me so I could march, and I marched the rest of the season.
Well, good deal. But you were going to do both of them. That's
I was gonna
awesome.
try.
Very good. Okay. What about this one?
That's me, Deputy White from the Washington County Sheriff's Office. That was at Washington County Explorers one day.
Okay.
He called me over there to take a picture. Is that Brandon?
It's Brandon Nellums.
That's Brandon Nellums, and he went through the Explorer program as well. He was in the Law Enforcement Academy at the time. I think I was too, and we were.
Good
I
deal.
think we
just
just
photo op.
started.
Good deal. And it's some of the same. What is this one?
That one was the parade. That was the
I think that was the Martin Luther King parade.
Yeah,
in
very
Shipley.
good. Now,
and that's Deputy White in the
Oh, I
suit.
thought it was one of you guys on the far right, but that's okay. Were you doing some the Explorer program? Y'all just doing some maneuvers here?
Yes, sir.
Disarming
We were
techniques.
teaching just defensive tactics, and at that time we were just showing people how to disarm people with a
Very
gun.
good. That's good to learn at this age. That's a good picture there. What about this one?
That one is doing color guard for, it looks like graduation, my junior year.
Okay. Speaking of graduation, all right. Oh, I like this one.
That was the first time my dad let me do the backstrap on a deer.
Oh, good. How was it? Did you do it good now?
I did all right for my first try. I got most of the meat. I missed
you
a
got
little
most
bit.
of the meat.
I missed a little bit, but I got most of it.
Well, the first time you're allowed to miss a little bit of the meat, but you learn that's a good learning process right there. Where'd you get the deer?
We were actually given that deer from our pastor's boss
Okay.
over at Southeastern Surveying,
Good deal.
and he just gave it to us.
All right.
All right. So that was me working in the hood of my truck. For some reason, it wasn't getting spark, and we were also getting I had to tighten up the transmission bolts because we just rebuilt the transmission.
Okay.
But it wasn't getting spark, and we were doing everything we possibly could to figure out why. And now it runs great.
What was wrong with it?
The ignition control module. We bought a bad one and didn't know it.
Oh, okay. So a little mechanical skills. That always comes in handy. That looks like fun.
Well, me and my dad went out fishing one day right after school, and he kind of surprised me with it. He was like, "Hey, as soon as you get out of school, come straight out to the parking lot, get in the truck, and we're gonna go fishing." I said,
There you go.
"Hey, let's go."
That's great parenting right there. All the parents, y'all just need to do that at random. Let's just go fishing. Doggone it. All right.
That was the first time I ever went out on deep sea tripping, or deep sea.
You can see that. I recognize that right away. Which boat was it? You remember?
That was I think it was the Miss Kelly,
Miss Kelly. Okay.
the Kelly Girl Charters. Mm-hmm. And we caught a lot of fish that day. It was real fun. First time ever doing it, actually being out far.
Yeah.
And
How'd you like that?
I actually loved it. And then we went again in another year, or this last summer, and it was a lot of fun too.
It's special getting out there far.
That was going to be one of my coon dogs, but he passed away from parvo. His name was General. My pastor's son gave him to me because he had 2 red bones, and his name was General. And he had Dixie. About the 2 countries names you could ever have for a coon dog.
Oh man, and Parvo. Yeah. I lost a dog one time to that. Yeah, that's tough. All right,
Oh,
swimming
man.
hole.
When was that?
We went to Cypress Springs after, I think it was our sophomore year, right after football workouts. So we slept good that night.
Oh yeah, that one was
That's the when you live in a small towns just have those advantages to go out and jump in the cool spring and all that.
Felt great that day.
We're going to, y'all were supposed to remind me to add some names, but since y'all did, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We're going to take a break, come back, add these names to the pickle jar. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with our students of the month, coming all the way down from Vernon High School. Let's take a look at our fishing game time for today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. One time today, 11:33 to 1:33. So y'all skip school during lunch and go over there and shoot a squirrel or something. Let's add a couple of names to it. Don't do that. I could do it, but y'all can't do it. Okay, new names, Susan Davis from Bristol and Doug Davis. Good to have those Bristol folks watching the show. How about from Texas, Sherry Humphrey and Chris Humphrey. Watch the show on YouTube all the way out there in Texas. And Jim Fields from Bluntstown. So we made a big loop right there. All right, now let's jump on some more of these pictures. Where were we last? Right here. All right, let's go through them fast. This is a funny one here.
Okay, so long story short, my band director dared me to put on my shoulder pads and helmet for football and play through all the marching music, and I took him up on the.
Hey, that's good. I love to see that now.
That was my cow. My dad named him Buddy.
Oh.
We couldn't think of a name for him, and he kept calling him Buddy.
Okay.
So that was his name.
Good job.
That's me this senior year playing left tackle.
Cool.
That was a
cool.
good year.
Y'all have a pretty good year?
It was all right for a first year.
Yeah, it was all right.
That was me after I healed up from surgery from playing in marching band.
Good deal.
That was Area 11 drill competition. I have a medal on from doing exhibition.
Good deal. Good one.
That's, again, weightlifting meet, warming up.
All right, there's a lot of weight there.
That's track. It looks like I'm way ahead. I'm really not.
You just take one picture of one person and you can tell people where you are anyway. Mm-hmm. All right, I like this one too.
Was that before Christmas ball?
I think we were either going to the Christmas ball or we were getting ready to start getting ready for the state competition.
All right, and here we are.
That was actually a couple days ago. Just taking a picture in front of the law enforcement building.
Very good.
Yep, that is me. Okay, I believe that gun-head stovepiped. I'm real young in that picture.
Okay.
That one's pretty. I'm disarming him at Explorers. That was a good one.
Basic skills.
Yeah.
Basic skills.
Fishing out on the Fish River with my dad's friend. That's out wade fishing over there in St. Andrews.
All right.
That's out in Alabama again.
Okay.
That's Troy Landry from Swamp People out there.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him outside of Gander Mountain in Orlando, Florida.
Awesome.
Wade fishing.
All right.
That's out there with my little cousin.
At the bridge.
Yep.
At the pier.
Yes, sir.
Spanish. At the pier. That's a good one.
That was my first time being a captain. That's at Freeport.
At the Freeport game. All right. We got through them, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Okay, look. Now, let's go over again, watch y'all's future plans. Before we do that, let's reflect back on your high school and junior high and all. What are some of your fond memories y'all have?
You good?
I think my best memory is sophomore year playing football and beating Chipley for the first time in 5 years by 2 points in overtime.
That's an exciting memory, okay?
I think my favorite memory out of all was I was really struggling with a test. Standardized test. And a teacher, she just kept pushing me. She's like, you can do this eventually. You'll get it. And right after we took the first test, she was like, all right, in case you didn't pass it, we got another one coming up. And then the next day, she called me to her room. She's like, hey, you passed.
Oh, that felt good.
It did.
Y'all had some good teachers along the way.
Yes, sir.
Good teachers. And good coaches and band folks and all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you want to say what your parents and all, you want to give them a good big shout out this morning. I know they've done a good job.
Well, I want to thank my mom and dad, Bruce and Mary Robinson. They've basically pushed me to be the person I am today. I probably wouldn't be as far along if my dad didn't push me to do the best I could.
Very good.
I want to thank my mom and dad, Rob and Joan Holly. I want to thank my grandpa especially for getting me into outdoor stuff. Dad helped too, but Grandpa kind of pushed me over the edge. And I want to thank all my coaches and everything who helped build me into the person I am today.
Very good. This is a classic case. You can flash back to Mayberry and all those good things happen. They still happen here in the Florida Panhandle. These good schools. You see what kind of great kids we have and all. And your future plans sound so exciting. You got your mind made up. You got a great foundation. Yes, and I will go ahead and say I know the outdoors are going to be a big part of y'all's lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Later on when you have families and all, you're going to teach them some of the same things. I know.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Revere, I know he's back there grinning over watching TV this morning and all, and I'm presenting y'all with some Panhandle Outdoors decal to put on his trucks and all, and I'm gonna give him one now to put on his truck. All right. And we appreciate y'all coming down now. How long will it take y'all to finish your coursework for you in law enforcement?
Doing part-time, we'll probably finish by maybe November at the latest of next school year. If we were to do it full-time, it would have only taken us 7 months, but since we were doing that and high school, it makes it a little bit longer.
And keep in mind, we've been doing this since June of last year.
Yeah, you've been doing it during school and all.
Yes, sir.
And you're working part-time where?
I work at Walmart as a cart pusher.
Okay, so you see him up there at Walmart in Chipley, I'll give him a big hug or something. And what are you doing with your extra time now?
I'm on the track team right now, running mile and 800.
Mile and 800?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, very good. And y'all graduation right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Sadly.
May 25th.
What about the prom? What are we going to do about the prom?
April 13th.
Y'all
I'm taking one of my friends' prom, and we're just gonna go as friends.
Okay. All right, so.
I'm going with my girlfriend, so.
Very good. I know that'll be exciting times. Enjoy this last few months of your senior year. It's a special time.
Yes, sir.
And thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you.
And when do you get your cast off?
April 4th.
April 4th.
Thank you.
Good to meet y'all. I used to know these kids a lot ahead of time, but I just got to meet them this morning like you did. I'm very, very proud to have them on here. And y'all enjoy the rest of your senior year. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Folks, I always want to tell you how much we appreciate you all watching Panhandle Outdoors. We got a great situation here in Florida Panhandle, and outdoors is a big part of it. So we appreciate your support. I always ask you to do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy the great outdoors. Take care of the great outdoors. And we'll see you tomorrow, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.